On this episode, we talk about Romo finally retiring, Adrian Peterson in his landing spots, Brady finally gets his jersey back, and you're going to start watching Thursday Night Football on Amazon? Hey everyone, and welcome to the Brothers Sports Show. This is Justin.
I'm Jesse.
And we're going to talk about what's been going on in the NFL over the past few days, starting off with the retirement of Tony Romo.
Yeah, I think it's good for the Cowboys because, I mean, you just got Dak Prescott last year, and he kind of already did what Tony Romo really hasn't been able to do, which is take the Cowboys to the divisional playoff game. They struggled a little bit, but hey, they're both rookies, him and Ezekiel, so I think there's good things to come for the second year now that they have the first year experience.
Has Romo made it to an NFC championship? Because I know he's won 2 playoff games, but...
I forgot, but I don't know if that was the botched snap game, where he botched the snap and he got tackled at like the 1 yard line. I know. So...
That's Romo's legacy right there.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I know, I guess I'm just tired of hearing about the Hall of Fame debate. I don't think he's anywhere close to eligible.
Yeah, because, Andy Dalton, I mean, he hasn't won a playoff game yet. But he's still been to the playoffs just as many times as Romo, I think. If not, he's close. So,
yeah,
and he's had played like half the years that Romo has.
Yeah, because Romo's at what, 6? I think it was 6 playoff appearances, 2 wins, 4 losses. One of those losses are at home.
Yeah, exactly. And they were even talking about firing Marvin Lewis. So, I mean, you can't say that Andy Dalton has a good coach because, I mean, he's been talked about getting fired every single year. And it's not like they had really great running backs either. They've had fucking Bernard.
Mm-hmm. I
mean, he's okay, but in my eyes, he's really no playmaker. So Tony Romo definitely, in my opinion, doesn't, and I guess yours, I think, too, doesn't.
No, maybe the Cowboys, because I think he has more passing yards and more touchdowns than previous people in the Cowboys franchise. But overall, Pro Football Hall of Fame, he's nowhere close. He has nothing to show for it. No rings, 2 playoff wins, only 4 Pro Bowl appearances out of the 14 years he played. I mean, probably the other 10 he was probably injured and couldn't play in the Pro Bowl, but...
Yeah, and I know you guys are going to bring up, well, he's had the most fourth quarter comeback since 2006. Here's the thing, and this is my opinion, and I think it's true. If you're behind almost every single game, I mean, I haven't really looked at the stats on that really, but it seems like it. You're going to have a lot of comebacks. If you're down by 7 or 3 or so, you're going to drive down the field eventually. I mean, you play 16 games every year. He's played 14 or so. I mean, you're going to have that many. So, I mean, there's a reason why Brady's not on that list. I mean, I may be a little biased, but it's also true in my opinion. He doesn't allow his team to get behind. So...
You could talk about Super Bowl 50.
Super Bowl 50?
He was behind.
That was your Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 51?
Yeah, hey. But look, we still have the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history.
Oh, he set it up for that, just for that reason too. It's like, we're going to get behind a shitload and then come back.
Yeah. Give me a freaking heart attack, make me drink an entire bottle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's his fault. So I guess the other benefit for the Cowboys is it gives them a $14 million cap space, so they can play a little bit more. So they're probably going to draft someone in the draft coming up because they only have Prescott and Sanchez. So I don't think they're going to trade for another guy. At least no one I can think of.
I think they might end up getting a veteran quarterback as a backup. Not like Sanchez. One that could really teach Dak Prescott just a little bit more about the defenses and how to read them. Because that's when Tony Romo was there, that's when he was there teaching Dak too. But now that he's gone, you don't really have anybody. So if you draft a rookie, the rookie can't come in and tell Dak what to do after what he did last year.
Mm-hmm. And now that he's being a CBS sports broadcaster, I hope he covers some of the Dallas games and see if he cries.
I remember that injury. Not a good one.
Yes.
Sorry, Cowboy fans.
He just gets mad every time Dak scores, and then they get to the Super Bowl, and then he gets mad, and it'll be exciting. So, I mean, there's nothing on here you're going to hear different that's happened to Romo. We just want to touch base on some of the main topics. So the next one that we would talk about would be Adrian Peterson and his landing spot, because he's visited the Seahawks, he's visited the Patriots, still no contract, still no offer. Is it more of no team wants him, or is he just too picky or too expensive?
I think he's asking for way too much. I think he still thinks he's that prime back that he used to be before the injuries. I read that the Patriots actually put him through a workout, and then after he left, they didn't even offer him a deal. So it's like they didn't even try. There's some people saying that the reason for him going to the Patriots was in order to have Blunt really realize that there's other options out there, so that maybe he'll lower his price. Because LeGarrette Blount and the Patriots both want him back, so that could have just been something to bring him back to.
How much do you think Peterson's worth?
Gosh, I don't know. At this point, he'd be a committee back. He's no longer a every down back. So I don't know.
What is he even?
$2 million, if that, for like a 1 year prove it deal, because he's 32 with back-to-back injuries. So you can't really risk too much on that. Plus, the draft isn't even here yet. So there's younger players that aren't as bruised up and all that.
You need to find another Ezekiel.
Yeah, exactly.
So, outside of the Patriots and Seahawks, where else is he likely to go? Or where should he go?
Well, the ones that are interested, I think, are the Giants, Bucks, and Texans. I think the Giants could use him a lot more than the other two because, well, first off, I think he should go for a championship, and I really don't see the Bucks or the Texans going to the... Texans may be going to the playoffs, but the Bucks, no. Texans in the playoffs have never done good. The Giants, they just got Brandon Marshall. Odell Beckham, we all know about his skill set. And if Eli Manning can still play at a high level for a couple years, I think Adrian Peterson should go to the Giants. I mean, he needs a ring right now. He doesn't need more money. He's made plenty of money in the NFL. I think to cement his legacy as one of the top 5 backs in history, he needs a ring.
Yeah. Everyone wants a ring. It just comes down to, I guess, him, and if he knows he's coming to an end career-wise, does he just want to make a ton of money before he jumps ship, or does he want a ring? Because you got to think long-term personally or long-term player legacy. Do you want to be known as a guy who went out at the end and won a thing, or a guy who got $14 million for playing 2 seasons?
Yeah, and it's going to be really hard for him to... I don't think he's that type of person that really wants a ring. I don't know. He could be just another Darrelle Revis where he just wants money.
Money's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's never a bad thing. But if he wants to go out as one of the top 5 backs, I think he needs to go somewhere where he gets a ring. Either lower your price and go to the Patriots and just settle and stay there for a year and prove it to the whole league that you can still play, or try it with the Giants. I mean,
would you be pissed off if you went with the Giants and then took them to a Super Bowl by knocking you guys out again for the 3rd time?
Dude, I'd be fucking mad if we lost to anybody in the Super Bowl, especially with the team that they have right now. Man, we're gonna win. We got it this year.
You're gonna win, and then it's Brady gonna keep his jersey this time, or is he gonna lose like he has the last 2 years?
I don't know. Probably have security go around that freaking jersey or his cleats. I don't know. Everywhere.
What's the guy's name that took it?
It's Mauricio Ortega. Yeah, they actually found him in Mexico. That's kind of weird. Like, he came here and for the Super Bowl 49 too, and maybe 50. They took, I think, Von Miller's, what was it, gloves or cleats?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They took some memorabilia from Von Miller as well. It's like this dude is just going after the MVPs and just freaking taking their stuff. Like, I mean, damn.
I think it's safe that he's not going to be invited to be an analyst at any more Super Bowls.
Yeah, right. Well, he wasn't even he had a fake name tag thing.
So he wasn't even a real.
No, nobody checked it. He just walked in with Belichick and the players and all the other media, and he just snuck right in.
I mean, good for him at that point.
I guess, but I mean, damn, like,
be-
what's up with the security?
He can't even be
That's
mad.
so stupid. I mean,
And was some kid he was trying to sell it to in Seattle, or he just knew the kid and he was just showing off?
he tried to sell it. They met on eBay, I think, and the kid asked where he got him. He's like, "I'll tell you later." So that's a little weird. And then his friend actually happens to be a special agent, I think, in Boston. So he showed him the pictures. The kid showed him the pictures, and then the special agent guy contacted the FBI and gave him that. If he wouldn't have done that, they wouldn't have been able to get a warrant to search Ortega's basement.
Yeah, but since they had a picture showing,
Yeah,
hey, I have this,
and it was
gave them every right.
yeah, it was clearly his. I mean, it was both the Super Bowl 49 and 51 jerseys. Like, I don't know. If I were to sell that stuff, first off, I don't even know if I'd sell it right away. I'd probably wait a couple years. I don't know.
Why? I wouldn't even try to sell it if I sold it on the black market and not
Yeah.
definitely post pictures and send it to some kid.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know. He's an idiot. And here's the thing: he didn't even get in trouble for it. I don't think. I've looked it up. I can't see anything that
From what
says
I've
that
seen, there's
Ortega
no
has.
charges.
Huh?
From what I've seen, there's no charges taken out.
Yeah, that's completely stupid. He basically stole like $800,000 worth of memorabilia. No, that was just for the one jersey. He probably has millions of dollars with Von Miller's and the other jersey, or had. And I don't know if it's because it's like different soil. I don't know. I don't know the rules for or the laws for that. I don't know why they weren't able to get it.
How did Brady not notice the 49 jersey missing? Like how?
He did, but I don't think there was just that big of a deal about it. I don't know. I never heard anything about it.
Yeah, I think when I read it before, it was he didn't even notice it was gone. And so how come? I'm just wondering how come this time. I guess since it's number 5 and he's like, I really want my jersey, or I don't know.
I don't know either. I totally forgotten how it all came up to be a huge deal, but I mean that's messed up. This guy worked so hard he worked so hard, and you just come in and take his memorabilia. Like, I don't know. I just think it's
You also have a man crush on him, so you're a little biased.
yeah. I kind of do. So
It was funny how Gronk took it at the was it the Red Sox? Was that Boston's team? I don't know. Damn.
yeah, Red Sox. Yeah,
The opening day.
yeah. And freaking stole it, and Tom Brady tackled him. Gronk could have totally outran him though.
Oh, Gronk can't outrun anything.
Yeah, dude, he's a fast tight end
Oh,
for his
dude,
size.
He's gonna run
He's
so
268,
far.
6'6".
Yeah, and then he's gonna break something and break his back and be on the ground, and Brady's gonna teabag him.
That'd be a sight to see. I don't know if I'd want to see that.
Yes, you would. So I guess the last topic that we are gonna go over is Amazon is now the new online viewing platform for Thursday Night Football, because last year it was Twitter, this year it's Amazon. But you have to be an Amazon Prime subscriber to be able to view, because last year on Twitter you just had to have a Twitter account. You can log in and then just watch it for free. You don't have to sign up for anything. But Amazon, you have to pay for the Prime, which I think they're close to 80 million active Prime users. It's not compared to Twitter, who had 500 plus million users. But the thing with Twitter is how many of them are actually active users, how many of them are duplicates, how many of them are bots, how many of them are accounts that people have signed up that never used again.
Yeah.
Because the first airing of Thursday Night Football on Twitter, they only had an average of 243,000 out of the 500 plus million people. So it's just coming down to, are they going to get more viewers? Because I know Facebook was bidding for streaming rights as well. But but Amazon got it. They paid $50 million for streaming rights. Where last year Twitter only paid 10 last year. So it's 5
Holy
times
crap.
more to stream this year, and it's going to benefit Amazon because people who don't have Amazon Prime, it's going to incentivize them to at least have it for 6-7 months out of the year.
Yeah, and I heard actually the NFL is going to try to cut down on commercials too, which thank God. I think we're all happy about that. Like, if we get to the end of a drive or on kickoff after coming back from a commercial, and they kick it off and they're like, all right, guys, we're going to come back after these messages. Seriously, you came back for a kickoff? So maybe this is their way of making money back. I don't know. By the Amazon thing. I don't know if that...
No, it's not. It's just trying to keep the flow going better because a lot of people lose interest while watching a game and they don't want to sit in front of a TV for 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
So if they can cut that down, because the game time is only an hour long, but then you throw in all the commercials and the injuries and the timeouts and the halftime and all those other things, it's just it bogs it down towards 3.5 hours. So if you can cut that down to just 3 hours or 2 hours and 45 minutes by cutting out some of the commercials or not having so many commercial breaks, it's the whole point is keeping the game flow going.
Yeah, I totally agree. Well, that would be great. There is one more topic I actually wanted to bring up before we go. Today,
Sneaky.
yeah, today Marshawn Lynch told the Raiders that he intended to come out of retirement, and I think we all know that he pretty much will only come back to play with the Raiders. So, in my opinion, this is really great. I mean, he might ask for a low, might be going for a low asking price. I think he wants to win. I think he knows that the Raiders are really in their prime right now, especially with Derek Carr doing really well, coming in and changing the Raiders. Jack Del Rio doing really good with the coaching. Michael Crabtree had a breakout season with the Raiders as well. I think he got over 10 TD passes. I'm not sure. Amari Cooper is also a fantastic duo. And then you just add Marshawn Lynch. They're going to have a really solid team next year. What's your opinion on that?
Out of all the teams, why does he want the Raiders? Because this has been talked about for the last couple of weeks on possibility. Now he's kind of, hey, it might actually happen. But of all the teams that are probable, like we're talking Giants earlier, Patriots, which I don't know why anyone would join them. But why is he so intrigued with Raiders and willing to come out of retirement to play with that one team?
Yeah, that I'm not actually sure on. He could have been a longtime fan before. That I would have to look up. So guys, let us know, what do you think about Marshawn Lynch joining the Raiders? And go ahead and let us know of any other topics that you'd like us to talk about. And yeah, thanks for watching.